The Americanism Educational League instituted the Duty Honor Country Award in 2005 as a means to honor men and women who have served with particular distinction in the armed forces. Particularly since the events of 9/11, the trustees felt a need to have a specific award for those who have protected our freedom on the front lines. Some of our past recipients have been Lieutenant Colonel Doug Moriarty of the U.S. Central Command Camp Asalila, and Lieutenant Colonel David Starr, a heavily decorated fighter pilot who served in both World War II and Korea. This year, we honor U.S. Army Specialist 4th Class retired Michael J. Miller for his heroic activity in Vietnam. Michael Miller grew up in the city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Like many kids in his neighborhood, he enjoyed playing street sports and basketball. He went to college immediately after high school, but was soon drafted into the Army. In 1966, he was shipped to Vietnam.
They had us pinned down on a little island, and the reason we were pinned down is we were riding in helicopters. The VC were shooting at us, and they didn't want to have their helicopters blown down, so what they normally do is turn on their sides, and we start pushing us out, so they'd lower us down and push us into the sand paddy. So we're there, and the VC are hitting us off one by one, and I decided I couldn't stay there and take that anymore, so I got up, started leading a charge across the river. There was VC, Viet Cong, underwater, breathing through reeds. And so they started attacking me, started stabbing me. Their guns wouldn't fire. My weapon wouldn't fire. So they start stabbing me, and I pull out my bayonet, trying to do the best I can with them, and I did subdue them and brought them to the other side, the ones that were left to go to the other side.
Michael received the Bronze Medal of Valor for heroics and the Purple Heart Medal for his injuries. Like many of our veterans returning from Vietnam, instead of receiving a hero's welcome, Michael experienced the plight of a soldier returning from an unpopular war.
I feel there's a lot of similarities between the soldiers coming home from Vietnam and people like me who were shunned or humiliated, tomatoes thrown at me, calling me baby killers. I had a hard time with that. That did more to my mind and my psyche than Vietnam, fighting hand to hand, getting shot, any that could have done. And that, for a lot of years, I suffered with that. That's why I'm going out now and I give speeches, give talks to different organizations on what we need to do, how we need to treat our boys that are coming back from Iraq. When they come back, we need to embrace them, to coddle them, to help them out with jobs, to help them out with the VA benefits, not harass them. I'm a member of the American Legion, and I found out that there's a group, the Patriot Riders, that actually go to funerals for Iraqi soldiers coming back. There's people out there harassing the families and calling their sons baby killers and Nazis. And the Patriot Guard goes out and defends. They have placards, and they'll do a line and keep the people from, harassing the families. No matter how you feel about this war, we need to treat our soldiers with respect.
After Michael was discharged from the service, he returned to college in 1968. In 1971, he started as an accountant for State Farm Insurance and opened his own agency in Woodland Hills, California in 1981. In 1993, he married Jennifer Chandler, and together they worked to build a successful business and raise their two beautiful children, Montana and Chandler. Michael found the time to volunteer with local business groups and charitable organizations for many years. In 1995, he was made the honorary mayor of Woodland Hills and continues to hold that title today.
It's been a very, very good fit for me. I'm a go-getter. I try to get out there and I work with as many organizations as I can, and it's been pretty successful over the years. And it's really helped me by the people embracing me and me embracing the people. It's really helped me overcome the problems that I had when I was coming back from Vietnam and being shunned. So many of you here have been so involved in my life. I just want to thank everybody. I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody. And you just don't know what you've done for me, but I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, U.S. Army Specialist 4th Class retired, Michael J. Miller.